Okay, let's see. Last time.
My boy.
Trying to crack open the safe, unfortunately. Non-magical. Well, I guess wild savagery is magical. Brute force was not doing it, unfortunately. It seems to be a very good enchantment or magical lock on that safe.
Oh, the safe is made in Germany.
Oh! the best engineering in the world.
No.
Sekaiichi!
And let me just surprise. If the Y book was in this room. Yeah. And what's the word? Okay, so the party still has, presumably if some rooms had those spooky golden books that correspond to this typewriter for the password, is probably more books scattered around. And you know that there's only up to 7 letters in the password, or characters. Could be a number, we don't know yet. Toady didn't see that detail, unfortunately, or just isn't admitting it. And yeah, like that. So, does the party want to inspect this room more, or see the map for where else they can go?
Map.
Okay, Judy.
Map.
Okay, so
Harta.
let me see. Where is the? You are here, Nugget. Oh, it's not very good. Map 2. You are here. And let's put a nice little smiley face for that. Party is currently at this room, which had the number M18 on it, on the door. Which you now know to be bedroom. Why am I writing it with the mouse instead of just typing it?
Reasons.
Yeah, bedroom.
Very menacing.
Oh.
Bedroom.
In summon. And safe. I can type it up later. Okay.
Thief.
Sif. Soof.
Anyways.
You're in my mind. Okay, so it's noticeable on this lower floor. Let me see the map again. The proper map again. Whoa. This bottom floor only has 3 rooms. This one you're in. 2 other one room to the right of where you are now, which would be. Am I doing this right? Let me see here. There. Bless you.
I call it perfect.
Oh no, this way. And then toward the stairs that go up, there is another. I'm going to turn that off. It's too edgy now. I'm going to spooky. I said spooky. That's pretty spooky. And there's another
That's
one.
spooky enough.
And so there appear to be 3 rooms on this lower floor. And you already explored the bedroom. You don't have to stay on the lower floor, by the way. It's just, that's what you can see from over here.
Right.
Use this one, actually. So.
Well, unfortunately, we can't go in the straight line anymore, so... Unfortunately, we can't go in the straight line anymore.
I was thinking maybe we should finish up with the first floor, but
But then we have to walk back here.
I mean, it's not that difficult, is it?
Yeah, but I'm lazy.
Judy, the pigs haven't been a piggybacks.
Oh,
No!
that's tea.
I do not give you permission to do this.
Oh, okay.
What?
You do not have my permission.
I'm kidding.
This is my violation of consent.
We must now get a lawyer on Sybil's case against Judy.
Yes.
I'm going to lawyer her against myself. Wait.
Oh, truly, Judy is a paragon of the law. Curse face.
Beck, what are you drawing?
Sybil freaking out. No,
Oh no.
No, I was kidding. I'm not doing that.
I know. Okay. So, will the party be? Will the party as a collective be lazy and explore one of these lower levels, lower rooms, or go back to the ground floor?
I would like to choose to be lazy.
We don't go someplace else.
Okay.
But we can do it later. We just have to do this first.
Yeah.
You can flip a coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can do a stand duel and the wizard. No.
You can split up.
We can use these weighted dice that I found on the floor.
Hey, and you can hear the inventory saying, "Hey, I don't know, call it a hunch. Maybe I'm impatient, but like, if this is the lower floor and the spooky stuff, I like spooky stuff, so maybe we could just do one of these real quick, see what happens."
Hey, look, the impact is with me.
Right, okay, let's check this floor.
usually a good indicator.
No, it's really not. Usually.
Also, it's one of those times when I have to spontaneously leave for 20 minutes.
Oh, that's very.
Ah.
Quick preference of just explore middle room in the meantime, or wait for 20. Either of you.
You can explore as long as nothing campaign breaking happens.
No, absolutely not. I try to make a very good point for everything to be boring and inconsequential. No. No.
Okay.
Okay.
I punched the floor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Whoopsie. Okay.
Yes, Sybil is posing in the background while everyone else is doing their business.
It's Judy's solo time.
Yeah.
And let me see here. Okay, so Judy, so back on the middle floor. What is it?
I want to do one of the just my party left me and I'm on my own. I'm a lone wolf.
Very cool.
That is the only thing I have on my side now is justice and the law.
Let me see, do I have the right song for that? Oh. There it is. It's Judy time. There it is. Okay, so Lone Wolf Esquire Judy, did you say you want to do the middle floor or a different floor? Or you stay on the lower?
If sure, let's try the ground floor. If
okay,
I can.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna explore the ground floor.
Sounds good. On the ground floor, in addition to that study which had the hidden door to the lower floor, and the stairwell going up a floor, you do know there's the gym. There's nothing else of interest in there. There are those two windows with the miasma, and there are two hallways that extend to the darkness. And you can't see how many rooms or how far those corridors go down, but you know that they're not dead ends.
I mean, I have a dark vision in case there's a problem with that.
Oh.
Of 60 feet.
That's impressive. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so in that case, Judy, you can see that. Let me see, where is map? Here we are.
Because if an elf will not have dark vision, it'll be a bit weird.
I agree. I forgot that the default elf is moon elf, not sun elf. That's on me. And let me see here. Actually, I think you have. Anyway. Let's see, where are we? There's the gym. The gym. Let me see here. And for gym. And next to it, gym is the. Next to the gym, you can find a door, and it's slightly ajar, and you can see shelves and shelves and shelves of books, and just books, and a few desks, but it's much larger than the study was. It seems to be a sort of library.
Okay.
You can also see, even further down, a glass door that seems to lead onto a patio. And you can
Patio, huh?
patio. And you can see it looks like foliage, which is weird because it's probably artificial or cultivated. And you can also see the miasma swirling around, but somehow, well, the door is made of glass, but you can still see the miasma stuff swirling around it. A little scary.
Hmm.
And then to the other side, you can see 2 doors, 3 doors, 3 doors, 5 doors, 2. No. You can see another door, but it's closed. 2 doors, but they're closed. And another glass door with greenery and greenery, but you can also see the miasma seems to be stuck, almost like there's a barrier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's all?
From this ground floor, yes. At least from this angle.
Okay.
If there's even more into those rooms, you can't see it from this perspective, of course.
Well, yeah, that's very obvious.
But at least from this perspective of the lobby, this is all you can see within the 60-foot radius. And it seems pretty contained.
First, we're gonna check what's on the left.
Okay. On the left, if you were to peek into that first room on the left, you would see tall shelves tall shelves filled with books lining walls and walls of the room. 2 more shelves run along the middle of the room with a 10-foot aisle between them, and several books are piled high throughout the room on tables and even on the floor, and there are little desks with, it says here, cozy scarlet chairs in the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Not a study per se, but definitely a little reading room, little corner, little library.
Okay, I suppose Judy can take a look inside.
Okay, and let me see here. And in addition to the many, many, many books that I am not drawing at the moment, we just put on the other 2. Library. In addition to many books, you can also see some of the books rattling on the shelves, shaking left and right, almost like they're alive. You can also see on one of the desks is a very fancy jewel-encrusted letter opener, and another golden book with a letter R on the spine.
Huh, letter R.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go back to the... Where is it? Just gonna go back there and circle the R for you. And do you want to explore the room further, or I do want to know?
Sure.
Okay. I do want.
What do you want to say?
I do want to note that in the room you can also see. Excuse me. That there's a door on the left between bookshelves that seems to go, well, presumably to the same place that glass room with the glass door to greenery and miasma goes. Otherwise, there is nothing other than that, along with the opener, the shaking books. There's nothing really substantial over here unless you want to start peeking through the books, maybe get some clues into what these shelves might contain. Might be useful.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Investigate the bookshelves.
Okay. And you find many rows and rows of books of arcana, natural science, philosophy, religions, astrology, zoology, anthropology, extraplanar travel, cheesy poetry, at least it's presumably cheesy, and various folklore.
Extra plane travel, you said?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Peculiar, to say the least.
Between making a spooky pocket mansion and a very wide range of topics of study, including extraplanar travel, it seems that this Fisty was very avid reader and very explorative. However, can you please give me a dexterity saving throw?
Right? That's a 22.
Wow! Congratulations! You managed to avoid a set of falling books, and they just tumble to the floor, and you hear the
Ew.
rustling. But no damage to you, just to those books. Oof. It's noticeable. One of the books is still shaking though, like it's sentient.
Is there anyone in this room with Judy that, or at least there is a presence in this room?
Curiously, not. Seems that you're all, except for the shaking sapient book. There's no one else here. Very boring.
Okay, Judy is going to inspect those books of filth on the ground.
Sure. However, as soon as you get close enough to inspect the books, you notice it snaps up into the air and starts flying like a bat, or it starts flapping its spine like bird wings.
Oh. Oh.
It doesn't say anything, but you get this feeling that it's not friendly. It's not making the first move though. It's up to you if you want to engage it in combat or do something else.
Hey, I'm not a foe.
The book.
I was just curious.
The bookbird continues to flap its The bookbird continues to flap its spine and seems to study you curiously, Judy, even floating around you softly in circles. And eventually, it seems to take your word for it and float back onto the shelf. It gets cozy and snuggles back in. It goes back to being a little shaking book.
Okay, one of them and the others are doing the same thing, or?
Nah, they're just books. Not sapient, not magic, not enchanted, not moving, not animate.
Okay. I suppose we can also take a look at those.
Okay. Some of these books appear to include very questionable theories about different social systems, government, psychology. And one of them also includes one of them is also a passage about extraplanar travel and how morality and what's the word? Governing systems can be very situational, adaptable, flexible, and inconsistent depending on where one is in time and space.
Interesting.
There's also one note about fiends and angels and their inherent connection to one another.
Fiends and angels, you say?
Would you like to inspect it further?
Yes.
Okay. It seems to know. And can you please give me either a religion or an investigation check? Your choice.
Sure, let's do an investigation.
Okay.
That's a 21.
Absolutely passes. The language is very squirrely and rambly, but the short of it is that fiends are essentially angels who have been tempted, or the theory is that fiends are angels who have been tempted or corrupted from their original nature and original programming of sorts, and as such they still carry a certain celestial energy, but they are irreversibly corrupted and now serve evil using that same dedication, that same intelligence.
Okay. Judy's gonna do notes on what she finds regarding these for the other party members and probably for whatever is going on here in terms of findings. In terms of probably as a clue.
Yes.
If you as such.
Very good. And she noted the passage about angels and fiends and noted it down for herself. Very good. There appears to be nothing of immediate interest in this room unless you want to pull a Janlin and start shuffling through all the books and rolling 20 investigation checks. But that would be... I say that with exaggeration.
Let's do one more. If there's nothing of interest immediately, we can leave.
Sounds good. And let's
And that is a 15.
Ooh, you managed to find a cookbook which compiles, what's the word? Exotic recipes and survival recipes. That is, what's the word? What's the term? I'm trying to think. Sorry, brain fart. You find a compilation of recipes for survival and authentic exotic cuisine, making the most of the scarcest ingredients or the strangest ingredients.
Right, so it's one of those books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Judy found international/survival cookbook.
Okay. Is there anything in the book out of place? Like there are highlighted words or notes?
That's a good question. Let me make something up. You find certain words are indeed highlighted, or at least written. They're highlighted and written in a different color text. And if you piece those words together, you'll find another series of You'll find a series of strange words. I'm just going to pull these out of a hat. We have, what's the word? Esophagus, stomach, liberty. What's some other fun words we can make? What's some other words we can tie into a puzzle later?
You said liberty.
I did. We also had squirrel. We had escapism and nostalgia.
Mustard?
Mustard. Yeah, we can put mustard in there too.
I did not hear the last one. Did you say mustard or?
Oh, yes. Mustard, like mustard seed.
Okay.
For context, I'm going to add some flavor to these. It's noticeable that esophagus is in the part of a simple esophagus and stomach are part of more stew and brewing soup. Sorry, not brewing. Healing soup. Liberty was in a passage about historic importance of survival food. Squirrel was similarly. I'm actually gonna put these notes in the chat for you, so I do thank you for your patience.
Okay.
The passages are very, what's the word? They're not rambling, but they're something or other. And you see these notes about Moor stew, healing soup, survival food and historic importance, psychedelics, and religious symbolism. Coincidentally, squirrel stew does not sound particularly tasty, but it is understandable that it might be tied to someone trying to escape a certain oppression or revolt against an empire. You know, game and making ends meet just long enough to fight for freedom. Freedom fighters and all that, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Will any of it be relevant later? Other than that, yeah.
Can you show me those letters again that has been highlighted previously?
Sure. Let me see here. Here. We have the letters L, R, and Y.
I see. All right, good to know.
Let me just.
I mean, Judy is looking at the highlight words and see the fact that
Yeah.
And there's there's some highlighters here, and there's this out of place word called liberty. That is
Yeah.
a bit out of place with some of the stuff here. We don't include what's been written on the previous book, and there's of the theories.
It is pretty weird, especially in a cookbook.
Yes, it is quite indeed.
And as you said, in a book about extraplanar travel and government systems.
It is quite indeed.
I wonder if there might be some sort of fixation or ongoing theme in the person's head.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how literally probably Judy is at the moment.
Yes, time to get Dark World outfits for all the... Oh, there's Wump. Hello.
Hello there.
I'm so sorry, I woke up so late.
That's okay, it's a Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Ooh, Pirate Yakuza.
Hmm?
I got distracted. Huh? Oh, it's getting noisy on my side. So yeah. Judy, what will you like to do next?
Okay. Judy is as per usual gonna take some notes on all of these for later.
Yeah.
And Judy's not gonna attempt to open the door to the green miasma place.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go on the other side
Sounds
of
good.
the hallway.
Sounds good. Let's take a look here. And we have the three doors. Two are closed, and one has more greenery, but at least it seems to have a dome, which protects the area from the miasma.
Mm-hmm.
Will you pick door number 1, door number 2, or door number green? I mean 3.
We're gonna take a peek on the first door.
Okay, let's see here. A kitchen. As soon as you open the door, the aromas of cooking permeate the kitchen. A large iron stove takes up one wall, and the rest of the room is filled with large tables and racks, lined with hanging pots, pans, cooking utensils, and everything is clean. And one of the homunculi that you saw before is there.
One of the what?
One of the homunculi that you saw before is in this room, cooking and brewing up a storm. And another homunculus is... Wait, excuse me. Also, what's the word? Is sweeping around the area with broom. Not the same broom, different broom.
I see.
They don't notice you at first, Judy. It's up to you to make your presence known, or let them carry on their business.
Is the cook looks like it has malicious intentions if I'm using my passive insight?
Nah.
Okay.
Library.
Yeah.
Oops, too big. Kitchen. It's noticeable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Judy is going to close the door for now and take a peek on the second door
Sounds good.
to see what it is.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Fine.
Da.
And this room appears to be a pantry. A very small, musty room filled with lots of dry goods and, including its word, flour, sugar, salt, dried produce, dried meats hanging from the ceiling, and what's the word? Various little brain fart. Various little spices in jars. And it's noticeable there's a door connecting the kitchen and the pantry.
Sorry, I was distracted. Can you please repeat what is in the second room? Because my grandfather came in and asked me something.
Of course. It appears to be a pantry lined with many dry goods such as sugar, salt, flour, spices, herbs, and dried produce, vegetables, fruits, and meats hanging from the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a small door connecting the kitchen and the pantry. And let me see, there's also, for some reason, there appears to be a notepad on one of the shelves, along with another of those golden books. And let's see what letters you have left. Let me see what does it say here. Appears to be the letter E for eat. I like that. No, yes, that one. Yes, yeah, like that. Oh yes. You know what? Sure, there can also be dried chicken. Sounds gross. Actually, we can have chicken jerky.
Oh,
Janlin, would you like a brief recap, Janlin?
Yes.
And okay, sorry. Yeah. So, what's the word? Judy explored a little more, and she found a library. She almost got hit by a book, but she was too fast. She found a curious book. She found a golden book with the letter R. She found a book about extraplanar travel, governments, and philosophy, and inconsistencies in ruling systems. She also found a passage about angels and fiends and their inherent nature and the one-way street of conversion. It's a theory, though, just a theory. And she also found a cookbook with a cookbook documenting international recipes and survival recipes, and had some very curious words that were highlighted and written in different colored text, which were esophagus, stomach, liberty, squirrel, escapism, and nostalgia, and mustard, which were put in the Chaffer documentation.
okay.
Yeah, arr. And yes, if you read the R book, you'll get proficiency in naval theft.
Naval theft.
Oh, sorry, I mean to say.
Oh.
Naval crimes. And then Judy looked into a kitchen and she saw one of those homunculi from before, and it was a nice kitchen, and now
It's
Judy's at the
modern.
pantry. What's that?
It's a modern.
Modern? No! Click, clack. No!
Also, Beck, can I
Yeah.
put something on the Watch Together as a nutshell of how Judy, went through around those, books and words?
Please do.
Something like this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you played the Noir, but the sound
No.
effect when you find a clue.
I have not, but that's a good sound. There's also... Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Sorry. From another mystery game. And as you may have seen, Womp is here now.
Yes, Judy is the mysterious stranger.
Oh, yes.
I mean, she has a gun and, fancy clothes.
Oh.
Good idea. I need to add that as a soundbite.
And Womp is here.
Wait, what?
Womp is here now. I mean, not in the game, but in the call.
Like a womp? Oh wait, yeah. Not a womp, but
Player
not the
4
Mario.
has joined the game. Sort of.
No.
It's movie you were watching.
Okay.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay, so the second room has produces for making food, and it says something about a notepad.
That's right, which appears to have a list of produce, produce and ingredients which are noticeably missing from this pantry. Almost like a shopping list.
Okay. I see. Well, doesn't seem like there is a lot for Julie to do here if it's mostly spices and sugar, unless actually, why did I say sugar? I feel like a certain goat is gonna barge in here and take it.
A goat.
I got it.
And let me get open the funny. Let me get open the funny drawn layer, and the door crashes open.
Oh no!
And it is not this. It is a different funny goat, maybe.
Maybe.
But it's a talking goat. It says, "Hey, I heard you had some sweets."
Not me.
No,
Not me.
Aw.
They do.
they do. Poggers, no. I don't know how to draw goats. This is clearly a duck.
Gok.
Gok. Generic farm
Gok.
animal.
Don't.
This is how you know I'm from the city. What's the word? Wow, I'm gonna go ask those guys for sugar. And before it can even be finished, finished being drawn, the goat disappears through the door, and you can hear a lot of loud noise from the kitchen over. Hey, you guys have sugar for me? What? No, we don't have the sugar for you. You're welcome to sit down for a death. Ah! And you can hear roughhousing, crashing, and smashing, and giggling, and screaming.
Can Judy go in the kitchen?
Yes, and it is already, the goat is just jumping around and crashing on all the tables and through all the shelves and trying to dig through all the drawers, saying, "Hey, you got any sugar in here? You got any sugar in this pants? You got any sugar in? You got any sugar in? No, we don't have any sugar for you. Stop it. We'll get you some treats. You just gotta sit down for a meal, and now, but I want it now."
Can I cast calm emotions?
Absolutely. What's the spell save DC on that again?
It's a charisma.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Sorry, what is the spell? What is the charisma save of? Or just
14.
14. Ah, thank you. So let's see here. They're not very charismatic. So, whoops, that would fall off the table. But that's just, oh, try again anyway.
That means it's an extra one, no?
Yeah, that's a 16. So that's a 6, a 16, and a 3. So only one of the modrons, I mean homunculi, manages to succeed in not being calmed. And the goat looks up at you. The goat looks up at you, Judy, says, "Hey."
No, she targeted the goat, not the others.
Oh, it's not a group spell? My mistake.
You can attempt to express the wrong emotion of a group of people, but a creature can choose to fail the saving throw if they wishes. If a creature fails, yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say this goat fails. Not willingly though. It gets the 6 because that was the first roll. So sorry. What was the problem? What's going on?
Hey, you are trashing this guy's property, and you're making a lot of fuss about not having giving them your sugar.
Well, I mean, I was invited. I thought maybe they'd be good hosts and give me a treat.
Yeah, but this doesn't mean if they don't, or if they can, you should trash their kitchen out of the way.
I guess you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot my manners. I got too excited. And...
I mean, look at this. There's a stove going on, it's a stove line.
Yeah.
Look, there's a stove right here that is going on. You could burn the place down.
Oh my goodness! I did not think of that. I am so sorry. That's That's on me for being a rude guest. I'm really sorry, guys. I hope you forgive me. I'll get out of the way. And the homunculi just say, they don't even say anything. They just grumble and nod. And the goat leaves. The goat sheepishly moves out of here because it's a coward. And it doesn't even move its legs. It just slides out on the horizontal axis. Whoop! And the homunculi turn to you, Judy, and say, "Thank you for taking care of that. That was very unexpected and very scary. As you said, that could have caused the place to burn down, so it was very dangerous, too."
Well, yes. I think that was pretty obvious.
You don't know how that goat got in here, do you? Because we don't.
I do not know. I was investigating and they just barged around the corner and asked me for sweets.
That's really, really weird, and I do hope it wasn't summoned or an invader. I mean, it's clearly an invader, but how did it get in here? We don't get paid. We're not very good investigators. You seem pretty smart, though. We don't want to give you extra work. You look like you're busy enough, and plus you're a guest. We don't want to. We know you're here to find some jewel and bring it to someone, so we don't want to give you extra work. But still, that would. They're not trying to guilt you or anything. They're just thinking out loud. Like they're very concerned, but they don't want to put up on you, and you really don't have to.
Are you gonna be all right? Your place look like got.
Wait, he has new pants. I mean, yeah, we clean the whole place anyway. It's what we do. It's what we know. Here we go. That's got pants. Why is it?
All right. Huh?
Why did I give it a belly button? That's weird. Okay, anyway, we're gonna turn that fire down and clean up the place. And one of them, the homunculi, it extends its arm, very weird, but very cool, and turns the knob on the gas stove, and the fire goes out. Yeah, like that. Okay, we have about 10 minutes left. Sybil, would you like to join the fray? Or actually, I should ask Judy, is there anything you want to do to wrap up this scene before Sybil takes the spotlight for a bit?
Besides, probably I'm gonna ask them what they were cooking, and you know.
Well, we were
before this.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, we were originally going to cook some nice chicken goat stew, but not that goat. I don't know how that goat got in here. We had some dried flanks from before.
No.
We were also going to make a nice bowl of fruit salad. It's very yummy.
Oh.
We have the fruit salad if you want to take some with you.
I won't say no. Thank you.
You're welcome. And it gives you a cup of fruit salad. A nice little, what's the word? Judy got a sealable cup of fruit salad. Will it spoil? Maybe. It appears to just be a little, what's the word? A simple wood cup with a screw-on lid. But it's...
Okay.
At least it's treated on the inside, so it's not going to get soggy. But it's not waterproof either, if that makes sense. It's water and sugar resistant. You could probably put something in there for a while. But it's just a cup. It's like a plastic cup, but it's made of wood instead.
Okay.
That's weirdly technical. I don't know why I'm going on that.
All right. Thank you very much, and good luck with your kitchen.
Thank you.
And Judy's going to leave, and if there's nothing else here, because there's no way she's gonna try to go outside, she's gonna go back to Sybil.
Sounds good.
Okay.
And so, part of the party's reunited. Sybil, what do you want to do or talk about?
Wait, didn't I ask Sybil to come along with
I forgot.
Rudy in it was in the background?
You're right. Sorry, thank you for reminding me. Okay, Sybil, what do you have to say about all the Michigas that's happened?
I don't know, but I also feel like I want some sugar now.
Yeah, you can have the fruits if you want.
Thank you.
Yeah, Judy gives the fruit salad to
Okay.
Sybil.
What a gal. And
Can I check if the food salad is edible, not poison?
you can certainly try.
Okay. What do I need to roll?
Nature or survival life? I guess
Okay.
nature. Yeah, nature.
Okay,
Hit him with that +7, I believe, if I remember correctly.
that's a 6. I have a +7 survival.
Oops! So you said you rolled a 6?
Yes.
I mean, these look like standard fruits, something you'd find in a normalish, what's the word? Human society, at a restaurant, or a grocery store, a greenery.
Okay, no.
Except for that one little berry, that one little oval-shaped red berry. That has a spike coming out of it.
Not no.
No, not none of that.
Can you take this?
What?
I don't know what it is. Can you take that weird oval-shaped red berry with a spike on it?
Sure.
Because I don't think I can eat that. Maybe you can eat it.
Upon closer inspection, it is rock hard.
Damn.
Upon even closer inspection, it's almost like it's a pit for some other fruit, but it's its own thing. It might be good for a potion or some strange concoction later. Not for eating, though. That for certainly not. Still weird that was in there. Maybe the homunculi didn't know what they're doing. Maybe they were preparing something that's more fit for their consumption. Hard to say. Either way, weird.
Inventory.
Okay, so let me put a rock hard red spike berry.
Customize it.
I mean, I'm gonna put it in the shared inventory. You don't have to write it in yours unless you want to huddle. To yourself.
I already kinda put in my inventory, so
You're fast. Okay,
No.
then I won't put it in shared inventory.
It's all for Judy.
now you want to eat it? No, to the imp like auto character.
Nah, no thanks. I'm not interested in getting a stomachache today. Those things are.
Actually,
Yeah.
do you know what this is?
Oh yeah, that is a.
There's a real life berry I was thinking of when I described it, but I can't remember the exact name, so I'm just gonna make something up.
I'm just gonna call it spike.
Dinkelberg
Eaglebird berry?
Dinkelberg berry.
No.
Yeah, it's the Dinkelberg berry, also known as the spike berry. It can give someone a horrible stomachache because it's very. Okay, so you know how you can't eat grass, but cows and sheep can eat grass?
Wait, you
Yeah.
It's like that. It would be like eating a big mound of really hard, gruff grass, but in small berry
Grass
form.
is not hard.
What's that?
But grass is not hard. It says, well,
Oh, sorry. I mean, like it's like eating really bad hay.
I
Oh.
see.
How?
I mean, you can eat grass, but not in a
I mean,
big quantity because you're then gonna start to get a stomach ache.
that's right. And this has a very similar composition. So you can feed it to cattle. And I'm trying to think how to say this. If you feed it to cattle, for them it'll be like you and me eating a good berry. It's got similar nourishment, but it's very hard on the, humanoid stomachs.
ooh.
So it's like a good berry, but for animals.
That's right. And birds especially love them and are perfectly happy and healthy eating them.
Can I give it to my squirrel?
Yes, you can give it to a squirrel.
Hey Judy, can I give it to the squirrel?
No.
Yes.
That'll be 10,000 gold.
Thank you, Spamton.
have-
Nah, you can have. You can have it.
Cool.
Piece of-
Sybil gives the berry to the squirrel.
Oh, the squirrel is very grateful and chitters happily. We now have one.
Oh yeah, actually, I picked up a squirrel on my first adventure.
No.
You want to pet it?
Okay. Yes, G pets the squirrel.
Hooray!
Why is it not important?
The squirrel's important to the plot. The squirrel will fight the chicken.
Oh, the squirrel also needs to go through its through its training.
I cannot wait for boxing squirrel. No.
No.
There may or may not be more spike berries working name in the future. Then you can feed them.
Oh,
Feed 25. No, feed 256 spike berries to your squirrel, and it will level up.
wait, what? What level? What level in rogue?
It can do whatever
What?
level you want.
What level in artificer?
That squirrel's now squirreling away all the materials.
Oh,
I
that
was
sounds kinda
thinking.
cool. Yes.
I was thinking that I could adopt a dog or something.
Mm.
Ooh, you got a whole animal party.
Hey, I would support that. I would give you
What you said?
I would support that.
I think you said I won't support that. I was like, why
I won't
not?
support that. I can't.
One animal is enough. We don't need to overload the party.
I'm allergic to dogs.
I mean, we already have the squirrel, we have the imp, we maybe have the toad, and we have I don't know. Also, I realized I called the imp, our imp friend a pet.
Yeah. Come on, it's not like that.
Well, they're a bit rowdy, but not that rowdy. And I want why does the squirrel suddenly have a sense face?
Because I forgot how to draw smiles. Chitter chit chitter.
Oh no!
I don't know. Does the squirrel have a name? Oh, Kachi.
I didn't give it one yet.
Okay, then I'm just gonna give it a face. There we go. Schmug.
It's Mark.
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 Remember to feed Mark.
You're not sure that's official now.